I'm like really trying not to let my tits show. Give me a second. I need more lip gloss. Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, April, and I'm back with part 2 of the previous story time. If you haven't seen that, I'm gonna link the card above for you to click on, and if you want to, you can go on my page and click the previous story time so that you're all caught up. You're not confused on this one. I recommend you do it. Grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, get comfortable. If you haven't already, go follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's free as well. So yeah, I really recommend it if you're getting hydrated. Also, if I'm continuously adjusting my hair, it's literally because you can see my titties and I don't want you to see my titties on YouTube. So yeah, where we left off in the last video was where I was about to get in the fight on the track field, right? So pretty much going off that. So yeah, the girl, she's in my face. She's just going crazy. And I'm not slaying her like at all. Like honestly, I'm just really confused at Airhead and what Airhead got going on. Like that was my confusion more than anything. I really wasn't paying attention to the girl. I was made to leave, like I told y'all. I literally had to leave because they were saying that I'm causing issues. I didn't do anything. So whatever. I had to call my mom and get her to come pick me up and shit. So she came, picked me up. That was that. You might wonder to yourself, why didn't you say anything? Because after that track, I didn't say anything about the track meet. I didn't say anything about the guys. I didn't say anything about anything, literally because I wasn't even peeping it. I just wasn't there. I was young. I was genuine at that. Like, I wasn't on that whole, like, watch out for fake people, or I wasn't fond of that. And it's real crazy to think, but I seriously wasn't. Like, I did not think what she was doing was crazy. When people used to tell me, like, why are you friends with her? Or I was confused because I'm like, what? Like, she's not even doing anything to that extreme to where y'all are questioning me being friends with her. It's just, you know, our friendship continued throughout that time up until me leaving Japan. And we was just doing all types of stuff. Running around, like I said, just going all around Japan, doing hella crazy bad shit together. Whether it's drinking, stealing, parties, just all types of stuff. We was doing it all. Like, fast forward, me leaving Japan. So she was there the day that I left Japan. I had a couple friends that came to say goodbye to me on the bus. It's like a shuttle bus that takes you to the airport if you're living on base. So yeah, me and my family and everyone that was leaving that day was on the bus. Airhead was one of the people that came to say goodbye, which was weird because my parents actually did not like Airhead up until at this point. Like, they did not like her at all. It was to the point throughout that whole time that I had skipped, and I just told y'all, like, I wasn't peeping nothing with her. My parents was telling me a lot about her, how this is a real bad friend in my life. Like, this is not somebody that I could trust. They don't trust her. They don't want her at our house. They don't want her coming over, like, for anything. They don't want her in their space. I'm like, damn. How am I gonna get her to come say bye? We planned this whole thing, how we gonna sneak to say bye to each other when I left. My parents ended up being like, it's cool, even though we still snuck. And I told my parents that she came to see me. Afterwards they told me it was cool, like she could have came and said bye, like it wouldn't have been all that just to say goodbye. So, you know, that was that. I had moved back to the DMV, so that was around me entering 10th grade. Yeah, so I was entering 10th grade. I think I left Japan in 2015 or 2016. At this point, we are long distance friends. We are long distance as fuck friends. She's still in Japan. I'm in the DMV. We texting all the time, FaceTime and doing all that stuff, you know, just keeping in contact throughout all the years. There were a couple times we did get in arguments throughout those years of not having any contact to each other, like in real life, because I started peeping. I started actually realizing the way she is and how she go about stuff and the way she think and how she really think about me. So I'm gonna just give y'all a little glimpse at what type of friend this girl was. She was that friend that don't support nothing you do. Like, if you was to sit here and be like, oh, I just made this song, she gonna be the friend that's like, so when are we gonna go eat? You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't pay attention. Everything to her is like men and drama. Men drama, men drama, men drama, men drama. When it comes down to women, empowerment or being like motivational with each other or real like adults with each other and like having goals or, you know, that was not our friendship. Our friendship was just like, it was so weird. And I started really taking note of all of the way she is. Like whenever I talked about anything that I love to do, how much she would not show any attention to it. She never would just come out and be like, oh, April, I'm proud of you, or you know, just like little things that people with compassion and a heart do, like just letting people know you love them. And she never did that at all. Like I could come out and let her know how much I love her and I'm here for her, and you know, just motivating her and giving her words of encouragement, just so many different things I was doing for this girl. Consistently there in emotional support, whether she wanted to start a business, she wanted to do her YouTube, I was right there backing it. I'm helping her find out the ways. I'm helping her through every single step. I just want me and her to succeed. That's all I wanted, was for me and her to succeed. But like I said, throughout this time, I just kept peeping little stuff, so we would get in arguments, because I would actually finally confront stuff and stop feeling so like, oh my God, you know how you feel like when you confront a narcissist, like, oh, I'm gonna say this and they're gonna blow up. Like, I started not to care about that. I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and care when she's making a face at me or she acts like she can't handle something. Like, I'm gonna just tell her like, hey, and you're my friend too, so I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, she didn't like that at all. Whenever we got in arguments, she would say the most low down stuff to me, like about my relationships, my life. And you guys know the whole thing I had with my parents at a point. She would bring that up and throw that in my face about how I'm all by myself. Haha, good luck being all by yourself. And just all types of shit she would fucking say. Like, it was so wild, the shit she used to say to me. I was always the one who went to her and reconciled every single time. I went to her and I'm like, yo, Airhead, like, let's sit down. Let's talk about this. Like, let's... And it never was a sit down. It always was me talking, me coming to the conclusions, and her being like, yeah, let's not argue. Next time, let's talk. And that's it. And then she don't do that. Like, it was like me. Like, I'm here and then you're there, but I'm starting to see who you are. You want to do everything I do. You want to wear everything I wear. You want to talk how I talk. You want to act how I act. You want my entire lifestyle. You want every fucking piercing I have. You want to do your makeup like mine. You want the same fucking wig as me. Like, everything. Down to you also want to be in the same genre with men with me. Like, if I'm with a light-skinned dude, she want to be with a light-skinned dude. I'm with a fucking dark-skinned dude, she want to be with dark-skinned dude. Like, it's like I'm starting to see how you literally are upset with me because of how much you want to be like me. I also started to realize that not only did she want to be like me, she wanted to like me. She would consistently make little comments about, oh my God, you know, because we was real close. Like, we used to shower together and shit. So she would watch me sometimes shower on fucking FaceTime. And she's like, I know how April cleans her ass. And she just like, she would just say little shit. But it just will always come back to like, I could just tell, like, not only do you want to be like me, but you want to fuck me. Like, I would always try to convince myself in my mind. That's why we stayed friends for 10 years. That, like, that's not how she really is. And that's not how she really thinks. That's not how she fucking act. But no, that is how she acted and that is how she really thought. But like I said, I always ignored it and I always put it to the side. And I'm like, I'm not gonna think that about her because she got her own things she go through. She got her own brain, and I don't know. Like, I don't know. Always just in the back of my mind just was like, that's my best friend. I've known this girl for so long. I love her. Like, no matter what we get into, that's the one person I'm always gonna work it out with. That's just always how I felt. That's why we never fell out. So fast forward, she has a child. She gets pregnant while she's still in Japan. I was like one of the first people to find out, but she called me on FaceTime, told me she's pregnant with a guy that we actually mutually like knew. She was like 16, 17 when she got pregnant. She ended up leaving Japan because she didn't want to go to the school there, Prague, and then it was just a whole thing. So she moved back to where she from. She dropped out of school. She wasn't going to school no more. And that was the last of her school career. She has not gone to school since. So we still talked all the time. It was just the same little cycle all the time. Like, we was talking and then we would get in a little argument. We don't talk for like a week. Boom, we talk again because I'm over here trying to reconcile with her ass. She get an attitude or she get irritated by some shit that I don't even know what the fuck is she irritated by. I never knew why she was irritated. She used to be mad at the sky being blue, or the fact that I'm over here on the phone just calm, cool, and collected, and her shit is just in shambles. She used to get irritated, just want to hang up, don't want to talk, and wouldn't talk for like a week. So it was just a cycle, like all the time. But like I said, she had a baby now in the picture. Boom, baby number 2 comes. She has another child with a whole different man from the first one. I'm still with her throughout this. Like, I'm still right there. We got, again, arguments. We falling out. We coming back. We falling out. We coming back. Boom, baby number 3 with another different man. And this is where we were, for real, actually, like, set back in stone. Like, we wasn't really having fallouts too much. We was really, really talking when this baby number 3 came. Airhead has 3 baby dads, 3 kids, and oh god, just stay to the end, bro. It's not gonna be that much longer. So like I said, me and Airhead was really talking at this time. I was like, oh my god, you know what, bitch? We're grown now. Like, you living back in your hometown in the US, I'm in the DMV. It's no way we that far from each other. So I looked it up, and we was only 14 hours in drive time. Why I actually packed my stuff up, and my boyfriend at that time, we both packed our stuff up, and he agreed to do this with me. Like, I'm like, babe, like, I just want to go see my friend. Like, that's the one thing I want to do real bad. She wants to see me too. And then the babies, and he had a connection with her too somewhat, and her kids. So I'm like, I really want to go see them. Like, this is something I really need to do. We have not seen each other in like 6-7 years. So this would be awesome. We drove from the DMV all the way 14 hours across the motherfucking shit to where she lived at. I was so excited to see her. It was like the most surreal feeling. So we're now there at her shit, right? We're at her place. This is like after 7 years, we're meeting up. Like, it was crazy. We was both just hugging, crying. I'm meeting the kids. I'm like in shock. Like, she's gotten older, but the thing is, although I could tell she got older, her mind hadn't. I felt like I was with that same girl in middle school, and I didn't necessarily like that. It gave me an off feeling. I know her, so I know what this is gonna be. There was so many things that caught me off guard from the very first point on, okay? One, her with her children. She literally was ready to just put the babies aside or just have them in the car to drive anywhere. Like, she just want to go anywhere. Like, April, do you want to go to the mall? Do you want to go here? Do you want to go here? Do you want to go here? I'm like, the baby looks tired. Like, why don't we just stay inside, chat, and have a drink? Like, girly, what the hell? Like, we're driving around. This child is screaming, kicking. You're telling this child to shut the fuck up and just screaming in her face and doing all this. Like, and I'm like, what is this double life you live? You're on Instagram acting like you're some holy mother with your 3 kids, and you are literally ballistic in real life. The way you yell at these little girls and the stuff that you say to them, you're dragging them around, and like, what is this? That was number 1 that threw me off. Number 2, friends. She had friends come around and meet me because, oh my god, I'm friends with a girl that do YouTube, is how she was acting at the time. I don't know. That's what she was saying, okay? Even before I got there, she told me on the phone, like, oh, my people are gonna want to meet you because you do YouTube. I don't know. One of her friends was like real excited to meet me. She said she'd be watching me all the time. Like, she loves me. Da da da. So I'm like, oh my god, girl, like, and we're talking, and it was a real nice talk. It didn't feel like how it feels when I talk to Airhead. I actually felt like I was like talking to someone with common sense, not such a narcissistic mind to where you're literally talking. It feels like you're talking to a wall. Anyone that's dealt with narcissistic people understands what I just said, but that's how it felt whenever you talk to her. So talking to this girl was just so like, oh. Day after that, her and that girl get in a fucking fight. The reason why they got in a fight was because Airhead was jealous of our communication, okay? And so they stopped speaking to each other. Completely stopped speaking to each other. And Airhead had all these things to say, mind you. Before I met the friend, had so much good things to say. Then now this girl is fat and ugly and a piece of shit mother and all this different stuff. And it was just like, wow, because I thought the girl was so cool, you know, like really, really cool girl. She had a 2-week-old baby, like, and she was just chilling. She was taking great care of her child. So I don't know what airhead was talking about, because she literally cannot open her mouth. But she just had the most to say about this girl. Like, okay, so that was like another thing. Then, you know, going out. So now we're stepping out in places. I haven't been out with her since we was kids. Now we stepping out, and when we stepped out, I felt like I was hanging out with a kid. We went into the tobacco store, and we walked in, and the dude's like, hey guys, welcome to the store. And she turns around into my arm like this. She's like, I don't do that. I have manners to the moon. Like, I'm, hi, hello, how are you? Like, I'm really that. I don't do all that other shit. I don't, bro, when it comes down to the way I respect people in customer service, in the drive-thru, it don't matter. I do not act like that. In public, I have a real representation thing. I don't do that weird shit. I don't talk to people like I'm a fucking 5-year-old with no pronunciation skills or no way of talking. It doesn't happen. So hanging with her was so weird. I was like, damn, like, this is something I would have laughed at when we was in middle school. Like, her brain is really stuck. It was like every little moment was just clinging me back to like, whoa, like, she really has not grown up. We go to a drive-thru, she in there she gonna tell the girl that she got something last time, and they fucked her shit up, make sure it's good now. Like, just crazy as fuck. And it's like, I'm next to you, bro. Like, when people look at you, they look at me. So you can't act like that. I really care about my group and the people I surround myself with, and she was just one that it was like, I love you so much, but like, god damn, like, I would think after all this time of us being separated, you would have gained some shit to yourself. Like, damn, like, what the fuck? And another thing, my boyfriend at that time, she just all up in his face, talking about he got chocolate skin. And I asked the bitch to take his hair down. He had in some twists. I asked her to take it out because I had long ass nails. She over there, just all up in his head. She's like, April, she gonna say, April, does this make you feel like weird that like I'm like on him like this? Why would it make me feel weird that you taking out my nigga hair? Bitch, you're weird. Like, it's you. Like, it's not a thing to be talking about, oh, April, is it this, that? No, it's you. Like, you're a fucking flake ass hoe. Like, everything you do is flake as shit. Like, what the fuck? She was just doing that the whole time. Her space, she don't clean up at all. She lives like a fucking pig. I'm sorry. This is just me being blunt. I'm not gonna sit up here and we were friends, so I'm not dropping no personal info on this girl. And y'all know shit about her. This is real life stuff. Like, what is this? We're grown. You have 3 kids. Why are you living like this? Okay? So, although she had 3 children, her first child is in custody of her mother. And her first child doesn't even call her mom. She calls her by her first name. She doesn't even recognize her as mom. Because in the first part of her first child's life, she was just ripping and running. Like, she was still a teenager. I mean, she didn't do too much differently with the second 2, but I mean, you know, she grasped to those children at least, but her first child doesn't even recognize her as mom. She thinks they're sisters. It's like really sad. I don't even know how to explain it. And you know, then like I said, this 3 baby dad situation, she's while the whole time I'm there where she lives at, she's cycling through these 4 men, okay? And no, through 3 men actually, because one of her baby dads she doesn't even speak to, but 3 men. 2 of her baby fathers who have beef with each other and don't know they have a baby with the same woman. They don't know. She's hiding it. Okay. And then the 3rd one is her boyfriend. So she's like, the whole time I'm there, she's cycling every night. She has a different one that's popping in. But the thing is, it would be funny if there was no kids involved. There's real life kids. Okay. All these men are ballistic out their brain and do crazy, weird, childish things. I'm scared for the kids. I don't care about what you do. Live your life, be a thought, do what you want to do. Treat me weird as fuck. Treat everybody weird. Act like you have no manners out in public. Act like you're fucking 12. Do it all. You have kids in the picture. And that's why I got thrown off more than anything, because it's like, you got babies. I thought we was grown up. It's been 7 years, you know, like, And I didn't peak nothing until we was apart and I grew up. And like this whole time I've been friends with a fucking literal, what are you? Like, I don't even know how we been friends. We don't got nothing in common. We used to be like identical, Mo. Like, we have nothing in common now. We don't fucking look alike anymore, like at all. Like, it's completely different. Like, everything is different. I don't live like you. I don't talk like you. I don't act like you. I don't do nothing like you. I damn near don't even laugh at the same shit as you anymore. Like, we've completely grown away from each other. We were those friends that supposed to stay friends when you little, and then you grow up and you go apart. Like, that's not one that was supposed to continue. And it did for a lesson for me. It was a great lesson for me, honestly, when it comes down to friendships and shit. But anyway, like I said, 3 men, she's cycling through them. There's this one specific baby father she had, you know, we were hanging out with him one day, and then we're going to go smoke, and she's mad because she wants to smoke in the house with the kids. Baby dad's like, no, you're not smoking. And mind you, it's his apartment. It's not her apartment. We just all went over there together. Me, my boyfriend, and her went to go see her baby dad. And she just wants to smoke in his house. She's like, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? And she's getting so pissed off. So, airhead, you know, the kids are in here asleep. Like, why are you really trying to make this a thing right now? You know, this is not just something we just be doing. Like, that's not, like, you trying to show out in front of them. You trying to show out in front of them. So she starts getting real irritated. I know my friend, so I could tell on her face she's like out of it. Then I end up saying that I'm cold, right? And he's like, oh, you cold? I'll turn off the fan. So she makes a comment. She's like, why you want to fucking do shit as soon as April fucking says something? Like, why you want to fucking bail up on her fucking ass, y'all? You're just acting fucking weird as fuck. So I'm like, ew, why is she making it that? Ew, I don't think like that. Whoa, we're not the same person. I don't think like that. I don't think he does either. So, and then my boyfriend's right here, so I'm confused on what's happening. But she got so irritated. I'm trying to talk to her. I'm like, airhead, come on, like, let's go smoke. Like, just leave the babies here. They're gonna be sleeping in the bed. Like, we can go outside really quick and come back. She's like, no, just go. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, just go. So my boyfriend was there to vouch for all this. Like, he could come out and say all this shit himself. But we end up going, just us 3 outside. I'm still texting Airhead while we in the car smoking and shit. And I'm just like, hey, are you good? She's not responding to me at all. So now it's time to go. We got to go back to her crib. And she is ignoring the air out of my life. Like, when I say I'm asking her questions. I'm trying to talk to her. She's just literally ducking me off so bad. So I finally say, like, yo, I didn't do nothing to you, bro. Like, we just smoked. Like, stop. Like, this attitude shit. She's like, no. Like, he just wants to act a fucking certain way when you guys come over there. Like, da-da-da. So, at this point, like, you know, we act like siblings to a somewhat extent, too. So, arguing with her was nothing new at that point. Like, I didn't expect it to be that in real life, especially with how long we hadn't seen each other. And then even before we started speaking again, when third baby came around, we weren't talking for some time. So I did not expect it to be that. So her daughter's birthday came around. We're at the daughter's birthday party. She gets in a huge fight at the house with her father, and they just start going at it while her baby is in her arm, just going ham, saying all types of stuff. And she gets kicked out she gets made to leave from the house. It was so embarrassing just being in the car, and I'm like, damn, like, I'm this girl's friend. Her parents have always looked at me like I'm just like her evil doppelganger or something. But yeah, so I don't know. And then, like I said, she had another baby dad, but he didn't even live in that same state. He was in a different state, but he would come through to just like come see her for like a day, fuck, and leave. Like, he literally, what the fuck? He said hi to the kid, fucked her, and leaves. Oh my god. So, and like I said, this other baby dad that we were smoking with has no recollection of this other baby dad. He does not know. Like, being her friend is tough, okay? Then she has this boyfriend who would come around and like come say hey and like drink with us and stuff like that. So whatever, just this whole entire time, everything is messy. The whole shit was a mess. Whoa. I ended up actually staying in a hotel with my boyfriend. We couldn't take it anymore. She was not cleaning up the house. She got a fucking attitude. She acting like a bitch. She's just treating the kids horribly. The way she talks to them is so disgusting. The way she just be smacking them and just neglecting their ass. If she gets mad and wants to feed them, just shoving the food in their fucking mouth. Like, just doesn't care. Like they're her sisters or something. Her little sisters that she's annoyed by. She has some animal that's running around. I think it was like a fucking rabbit. There's shit all over the bed that I'm supposed to be sleeping on. There's shit all over the fucking bed, underneath the bed. It was so nasty, bro. Like, and I don't, like, what am I supposed to tell you without you getting irritated? Because you don't like the truth. So she still got irritated at that. And I'm like, hey, airhead, like, we're just going to stay in the hotel so we're not, like, just taking up too much space. I was still trying to be nice about it. She getting irritated by me. Now I'm finna tell you the truth. Like, but I didn't. I still was being nice. Like, great. Up until the point of us leaving, which we came and stayed at her crib the night before we left, and we wasn't in the hotel no more. We at the crib. It's time to leave now. It's time to go home. Me and my boyfriend, we packing up the car. We ready to go. As we're about to pull out the fucking driveway of her crib, it's a guy that pulls up in a car. Mind you, it's 5 a.m. It's dark as hell outside. Like, I don't know who this is. I'm just looking out the window like, who's in front of her shit? And she kind of like lived in the hood. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who is that? So I'm just looking, watching. It's her boyfriend. Oh my God, because she was asleep in the house with her baby dad. I was like, no way. This is what I be telling this bitch all the time. Like, you're going to cause a lot of trouble for these kids being in the mix of this. You're going to have some crazy shit pop off with these kids involved, and it's going to be all types of stuff. Like, you need to figure this stuff out with these men now, because they're all going to find out about each other and what you be doing, and it's just going to cause some stuff. So I run to the door because I'm like, oh my God. I actually went to her window, her cousin's window, because her cousins lived with her at the time. And I'm like, hey, yo, go get Airhead. So she comes to the door. April, I know he's here and I don't give a fuck. So I'm like, I just wanted to let you know, bro, I don't want nothing to go fucking south. That's all, bro. So he's crying. The boyfriend is crying on her yard. He's crying. The baby dad comes to the door with a gun. He's at the door with the gun pointed at the fucking boyfriend. The boyfriend is crying about how he'll just let him beat his ass right now. He'll let the baby dad beat his ass right now. And like, just all this shit, just crying for her and how much he loves her and how could you do this to me? And like, you make me feel so low, da-da-da. So she's trying to calm the baby dad down. Me and my boyfriend watching, making sure nothing happens. Mind you, me and my boyfriend know all her motherfucking niggas, so we like stuck. What the fuck? We've been around every single nigga. Like, oh my God. So it was like a show. The whole time being around her was a show. Never would I expect to link up, and I'm still in this middle school situation, feeling like I'm on that field still. Like, it's just so crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, she ends up somehow getting the baby dad to calm down, go back to bed or whatever. And the boyfriend, she closes the door and she's completely done. She doesn't come outside or anything. The boyfriend is crying his ass off. Like, his ass off. He ends up coming to the car. April, I don't know what to do, bro. I love her so much. Like, oh my God. Like, I said, listen, nigga, I love you. Like, that's what I would say, because she don't love you, nigga. I'm finna tell you, I love you, so let me tell you the truth. Like, and I did. I told him, I said, listen, that's been my friend for the past 10 years. I'm letting you know right now that girl, you need to just do your own. You wasting your time. I love her so much. I'm not throwing her down or nothing like that, but you wasting your time when it come to her. All right? I know her like the back of my hand. Stop fooling up with shawty. Like, just go do your own. Stop being in her space so bad. You got kids of your own, nigga. Go take care of your kids. Stop trying to play stepdaddy. You don't even take care of your kids and you trying to buy her kid shit. Go take care of your kids. Leave her alone. Like, you don't need to be all up in this girl's space. Like, for real. You don't even know her like I know her. You know her for a month or two. I know this girl. You're wasting your time. Just leave her alone. And, you know, I just told him to go focus on his life, focus on his work, focus on his kids, and stop all this. Crying over her is pointless, because there's those feelings you have for her. I've experienced this all my life, feeling more in our relationship than she has. More emotions, more everything. I have felt 10 times more than her. So it was just like, I'm telling him, like, bro, we end up all leaving. He leaves, we leave. You know, I'm pretty sure he continued his life. That point, whatever. So we're driving back to go to the DMV. She wants to come to the DMV. The fuck? So she came to the DMV, and I'm gonna make this part real quick, real short, but she came to the DMV with her baby dad that was in the bed with her. And they stayed here for a total of 24 hours. No joke. Like, and it's a 14-hour drive. I don't even know why did they do that, but they stayed here for 24 hours because she arguing. She had no one to watch the kids. She just like up and left the kids. Like, I don't know if she left them by themselves with their cousin, with her mom. I have no fucking clue, but she left for the night. I think she may have even made up something. I don't even know. I don't know. But she came to the DMV. And we were in DC together. I'm showing her around DC and just all this different stuff. Her baby dad is so hyped, so happy. So we was all finna do shrooms. Like me, my boyfriend, and her baby dad. I'm asking her, like, girl, do you want to do it? She's being so lame. It's okay, though, because I'm not no peer pressurer. Like, you don't have to, girl. You can be so that. She don't want to do it. That's fine. But her energy was so strong. All of us had the worst trip ever. Like, it was so bad. I have had a bad trip like that since, but that was the first bad trip I ever had with shrooms being around her. Her energy was so loud. I felt like I could see red around her ass. Like, it was ridiculous staring at her how mad she was that we were happy. She was so fucking pissed off. Like, I'm like, why did you even come here, bro? Like, what was this? Really, what was this shit? She didn't participate in nothing that night. Just quiet attitude and attitudic fucking remarks the whole fucking night. They leave the next morning. She didn't barely say shit. She just says bye. She's gone. While she's down there, back where she lives at, this specific baby dad that we're talking about, she gets a text from him and he says, I'm over you. She's completely out of whack, doesn't understand what does he mean. She jumps in her fucking car with the kids, calls me on FaceTime and says, April, I am trying to figure out why did he say this to me. I said, leave the kids at home. Or just don't go. What about leave him, let him just do his thing, and then you just be a boss-ass bitch? What about that shit? No, she don't want to do that. She takes herself and the kids to this man's door. She's going fucking ham. I'm with my boyfriend as she's on the phone with me. I hear my boyfriend in the bathroom, and he is on the phone, and I hear him whispering. So I go to the door, and I start knocking on that bitch. Like, fuck is you doing? He not opening the door. So I'm like, oh, hell no. So I'm like, open the fucking door up. Oh shit, I gotta cut that out. But y'all know, so it don't matter. But I'm like, open the fucking door up. I fucking bang in the fucking door, and he's on the phone with her baby dad, and the baby dad is with a bitch in the bed. And fucking Airhead is at his door now with the kid. She's screaming, she's pounding on the door, she's going crazy. I'm losing my mind because I just got off the phone with Airhead, like literally like 5 seconds ago, and I find this out when I go to the motherfucking bathroom. So I literally am like, oh, fuck no. So my boyfriend like, don't be hot, bro. Don't be hot. You gonna do too much. You gonna ruin shit. I'm like, this is my fucking friend. This is like my sister. I'm finna tell her what's up because she's really at the fucking door with the kids right now. Okay? Fuck is wrong with all y'all. So I immediately call on the phone. I'm like, yo, Airhead, relax, cool down. He's in the bed with a bitch. Like, he's in the bed with a bitch. Like, right now, like, as we talk, he's in the bed with a bitch. Just don't do nothing. Just don't do nothing, bro. You got the kids there. Just relax, okay? She's like, hold up. Hangs up. Great. She calls me back. Oh, my God, bro. I can't fucking believe this shit. Like, and how did your boyfriend know? And he didn't want to say nothing as the godfather to my kids? He didn't want to tell me nothing? Like, oh, my God. And you know what? Fuck you too. You know what? Fuck all of you guys. Because I cannot believe you guys did this shit to me. I can't believe this shit. Like, all of you guys are in on something. I can't believe all of you. Fuck all of you. Fuck you, April. Hangs up in my face. Blocks me on everything. I called her off every Instagram I have. My business pages. I called her off everything. She blocked me on everything. That was it. I get a text from her 1 month ago. She's going to send me a video of us from 6 years ago to my DMs, and then guess what she wrote as a little message? 6 years ago today. Like, she's my Snapchat memories. What the fuck are you sending me a picture of us and saying 6 years ago today? You are the most bottom barrel friend I have ever had in my life, bro, and I love you so much to this day. That shit is so sad. You know how much I love your ass? And I know you watching this shit too. You know how much I love you? Like, I have so much love for you, bro. I've been there through every little thing you have dealt with. I've been there through every tear, through every anger, fucking shit you felt. It don't fucking matter, bitch. I've been there for everything. Everything. Whether it's financially, emotionally, physically, I have been right next to your ass. I have cut out so many people for you. I have lost so many people for you. And you put some shit in your narcissistic fucking delusional brain and you find a way to cut me off because you got issues with yourself. So you just want to cut everybody else out and just ruin their shit because how you fucking feel, right? And at that time, I was so sad. I even cried over that shit just to realize that was the biggest blessing I ever had, because I still would have been friends with your ass to this day. I still would have been friends with your ass to this day, trying to put you on the shit, trying to bring you on to my shit, showing you off to my... I still would have been doing it. I swear to God. Okay? I still love you. Like I said, I love the fuck out your ass. Forever will. You was literally my best friend, but you got to stay away from me. You got to stay in your space. You do nothing but cause drama and just drama and just make me feel like I'm in fucking high school every time around you. But that's all for this story time, y'all. It just literally, it's not much to it. It's just someone being friends with themselves. Like, you're friends with somebody that's not really there with you like you think. You get what I'm saying? That's all it is. Don't waste your time with nobody like that, though. Don't go over and above. I'm blessed to have dealt with situations like that, because it's the reason why I'm the way I am now. So it's okay, but you will never have an entrance with me again. But